you. Favorite
And
new AI tools.
absolutely.
I got a couple. I was just on a call with a lady from a DEI leader from CBC. And we're talking about a conference or a summit that we're holding from OOT in September. And we were talking about CBC potentially coming on board. Anywho, she was enamored by my AI tool, my AI recorder. And I'm obsessed with this current AI recorder. There's tons of them out there. Otter, I think, is one of the big ones. But this one is insanely amazing because it acts like a human in terms of human note-taking, like at high level with proper action points, and it's easily digestible. So it's a tool called CircleBack AI. It's only been out for like 6 months, but it's amazing, and I'm obsessed. So I gotta give props to the CircleBack team. And inVideo, I just got on board with inVideo through ChatGPT GPTs. I'm like, amazing. It's, I've seen there's different startups doing different tools in this like AI generative space. But the inVideo tool I thought was phenomenal. I could not believe how quickly it was able to render a full-blown like 5-minute video just from like two sentence prompt. I was like, wow, this is amazing. The only thing is I don't like their digital voiceover, so I got to figure out a way to fix the voiceover stuff because their voices are horrible. Yeah, invideo.ai, super, super, super great. So yeah, there's definitely a few tools. I'm obsessed with Apollo.ai.
Yeah.
What is Apollo?
Apollo is like Mac Daddy sale. If you want to do sales, you got to have Apollo. And there's a couple reasons why. Apollo, unlike most CRMs and other types of lead generation tools, it has everything built into one. It has the CRM component in addition to the ability to build lists, and it has like 2.8 million users, leaders on the platform. So wonderful tool. It does marketing automation all built into the one platform. Fantastic. Is it .io? I think, yeah.
This is .ai.
No, sorry.
It's not the right one?
This would be Apollo.io, I think is it? Apollo.io, I think. Let me see. Yeah, that's it.
There we go.
Fantastic. Like phenomenal tool. Just really impressed with the guys that are doing the work there.
That's great. Those tools sound great. I'm going to have to look up, and I'll put all the tools in the show notes. One I'm using right now is Harpa. It's a plugin. It's Harpa AI. And I don't know if I can share my screen here, but basically it helps me do a lot of what I do with the YouTube videos and whatnot. I can right click on a video and it'll summarize it for me. It'll put in the timestamps. It'll do a whole bunch of stuff, but it's also connected. It'll create hashtags. It'll create descriptions. It'll say if you find a right click on a high performing SEO article, it'll say you can right click and say make an even better performing SEO article for me from this. It can do a whole bunch of things, and I'm using it right now because I'm doing a lot of videos, and it's helping me do the SEO for posting the YouTube videos and stuff.
So is it taking your content and then helping optimize it further, or are you reviewing other people's content and then it essentially helps summarize?
You can do both. Right now I'm doing my own content because I've got all these videos I have to do, but I will be doing with other people's content. It does a lot of.
I love this.
Yeah.
You know what we could do, Craig, for our podcast is we could upload our videos of ourselves and then get the agent to generate the podcast for us.
I'm a little freaked out by that.
I know, yeah.
Because I don't want a digital clone of.
I can offer one piece of advice for everyone out there is create a safe word for everyone, like a magic word that just to ensure if something does come up, so that if you get a call from, like, if you're a mother and you get a call from your son saying that he's been kidnapped and you don't know, and it's scary stuff. Like, make sure that you get a safe word with your family members so that you can always make sure that it is that person you're talking to. But that being said, the one that I use a lot and I love it, and Craig knows this, is Poe.com. Poe is phenomenal. It gives you access to Anthropic. It gives you access to Google's Gemini, the beta version Pro. Like, I pay for it, but gives you access to all the different LLMs out there, not just ChatGPT. So you get access to ChatGPT, but everything else under the sun. So all the other LLMs, you get access to Llama, all the ones. It's phenomenal. So you can try different answers and different things like that. I find it's phenomenal as far as
how do you spell it? It's
POE.com.
POE.com. So is it kind of similar to huggingface.co?
What's Hugging Face?
So Hugging Face was recommended to me by a data scientist, and he was telling me about Hugging Face, where it has a ton of different models and different data sets. Anyone in the data community, they're all up in Hugging Face's business.
Wow, I'm gonna have to look into that one. No, I didn't know about that. It could be, but yeah, no, it just gives you access to all the different LLMs. You can create your own bots. You can access the creator. Like it's everything that ChatGPT Pro gives you, just with every other LLM that's out there. So yeah,
great.
Oh, there's Hugging Face. What models, Craig? What models does it say? Does it?
There's a bunch here.
It has a lot.
300K plus models. I'm not listing them all for you. Tiny Llama.
We have to try this out.
Yeah, these all look good, and obviously, we like the Rabbit R1 device we were reviewing the other day. We'll have to see what it's like when it comes out. The large action model looks good.
Yeah.
What do you go ahead?
I'm interested in large action models because I'm interested in AI that actually does things, that can take action on things and do tasks for you. So the Rabbit R1 is a great little 2.88 inch screen with an interface that can do tasks and perform tasks on your behalf and learn from you and things like that. I think that has a much better chance of success than the Humane AI pin that came out. But that's just my opinion. But yeah.
So there's another one that also came out from, so there's two organizations that I follow, because right now we're getting into the world of big data, right? Like everyone's using all sorts of data models, and we're having a lot of data, but querying the data so that you can make sense of it is also extremely important. So there's company, Y Combinator just came out with a company called Buster.so, and they allow you to query your databases quite easily, multiple different databases. You can hook it up to their backend, and you can use their front end in order to query it, which is amazing. And I think their pricing models is even more attractive than Defog. I learned about Defog about 6 to 8 months ago. Defog.ai, those guys are also doing something similar, but they're really hardcore targeting the enterprise space. Like really good stuff. Obviously, like I follow Y Combinator because there's so many great innovations that come out of that organization and that that accelerator, that it's always really interesting to see. I think I saw CircleBack out of them too.
This has been cool. Alex, you got any? I know you're writing all these down. You got any of your own?
I do. It's funny. I was when we were prepping, I was like, what am I going to do? So, well, Craig knows now. I think, John, I don't know if you have discovered this about me. I do have a software shopping problem. It's a real addiction. There needs to be an SA group set up somewhere, and I maybe will be its founding member. I just cannot stop buying and trying software. So all that to say that there are so many great tools that I'm seeing pop up. There's just not enough time in the day to literally try them all and use them. So I'm in prepping for today, I was like, what am I going to mention? Because I have a little bit of like AI overwhelm that's going on, which is like, there are just so many interesting platforms that people are throwing left and right, being like, I built this thing that does this and does that. And it's funny because John, I was listening to the Rabbit keynote, and as you mentioned, like, I love the concept of the LAM and the large action model for the same reason. Like, for me too, like, I love tech, and I keep seeing all these, like, I see all these startups, and I want to try them all, but it is frustrating. I've forgotten the guy's name, the founder there. But like the problem they're trying to address, right? Like, that is the point of frustration, that today, whatever you want to do, you have to like go launch that app to do that one task. And it's totally it's not integrated at all. And, so I love the idea of the large action model and having devices that are actually like integrated properly together. And oh, look, my own comment is coming up. This is a little moment. I'm here in Inception.
Yeah, absolutely, because you're responding to
I know,
Alan
but that was
stuff.
minutes ago. The internet's just catching up. So
no, that's just me catching up.
Oh, okay. You are the internet, Craig. But yeah, like so that was it. I was trying to think like, which tools do I use that I want to mention, but I feel badly because there are literally so many. And that's what I love. I love that like we're seeing large scale kind of like widely recognized platforms start to integrate little AI apps into them, which is pretty cool. So, I would say this is, again, unpopular opinion, but I actually really appreciate, Zoom and Zoom bombing. And there's a lot of questions around privacy and IP when it comes to Zoom and their usage of data. So like caution tale there. I'm not going to say that that's safe or reliable. Don't hold me to it. But one of the most recent, like for me, Zoom added in beta now, they have the AI assistant during the meetings. And they also have like a summarizer. And to me, that's been game changing. I know it's silly, but it's like so nice to just come to a meeting and then I leave the meeting and like, oh, I have an email that summarizes what happened in the action items. Now, sometimes what it comes up with is in no way close to what happened. So you have to,
that's why I love CircleBack.
Right?
Those guys, I don't know, they're doing something right.
Those kind of tools are awesome. So like there's so many, I think, of the meeting kind of assistants and like VA tools that are coming up. We use one that I'll do my little plugs here. That's it. Cast Magic is one of ours that we've discovered for our podcast. It's been kind of great. And this Podnotes one I just found out about as well, we're starting to use. And a little plug actually that I will dump in here. One little plugin that we have that I hope is going to become a popular app. There's a little app called Mail Magic that I have started using. And this is actually a local founder who like we met up, and I think John at
Elevate.
At Elevate. There we are. I was like, I don't even know where. Yeah, just like great guy, and I hope this is like big success for him. So his Mail Magic app is like super easy and simple. It just replies to your emails for you. And if you guys are like me, I have thousands of messages a day, and I get totally overwhelmed. So it's so nice to just like come in and see my messages drafted.
Yeah.
And sometimes it writes the messages better than I would because mine are often short and rude. So,
thanks for reminding me, Alex. I couldn't remember what the name of it was, and I wanted to install it, and I was doing some searches. I couldn't find it. Thank you.
This is a great little one. I'll let you in. And then a few other ones I want to plug just because I think they're great. We're using one called Luna, which I think is based in France. For sales and lead gen. So what you were talking about before, Thiagi, about, like Apollo is great, leads are great. Luna is pretty brilliant, I have to say. What it does is it combines the list building with actual email outreach. So not only will it go find the leads that you want from LinkedIn, who are targeted based on your demographics and your settings, it will then actually go scan the profile of those leads and write a message to them that is customized based on their profile. So it'll say like, hey, Thiagi, I know that like as a startup founder in this space, you are burdened by, whatever, the competition of like keeping good talent. Mm-hmm. And then it'll integrate your sales message. So like, let's talk about how we can work together to help you, blah, blah. And it does that at an individual level. So that's another one that I've really been enjoying. But and so I shouldn't even share these secrets because people are like, if anyone's watching this and they're like, oh, that's going to be how you wrote to me. Oops. I don't write any of my messages, basically. But yeah, there are just like some really fantastic tools. So hopefully, Craig Neal, we can send you some more after.
You just brought up a good point, though, Alex. It's not about the fact that these AI tools are going to take over. They're about helping us. They're about helping us do the admin tasks that just help us to service our customers better, our clients better, kind of thing. So
that's a better way. You're right.
And I love any type of like LinkedIn type automation, because I think that LinkedIn, it does do a relatively good job of allowing our credentials and who we are like to be very listed out. So it helps shorten the trust gap. I'm always, in everything that I do from a business standpoint, I view everything not from a sales perspective, but more from a trust perspective. Like how do we build trust with various folks, whether it's audiences or whether it's, business leaders? How do we build the trust and shorten that trust gap so that we can get to business done faster, right? We can solve problems faster, which is critical. So anyways, if there's tools out there that help shorten that gap, all for it.
So this has been great. I know you have to leave, Yagi. Well, why don't you tell us what's going on again with you and Oot?
Thank you very much for having me, and so nice connecting with you again, John, and you, Alex, and Craig. You rock, right? You rock.
Thanks. So everyone go download Oot and start connecting.
Thank you very much. Take care. Bye now.
And Alex?